Guys, the Harry Potter audiobook full cast editions from Audible are incredible. This feels like such a brand new, incredible way to experience these stories again. And don't get me wrong, I love those Stephen Fry audiobooks. I have listened to them so many times. I swear to God, I listen to them every single night before I go to sleep. It helps me drift off. Listening to Stephen Fry read Harry Potter helps me drift off so much. But this full cast version, this fully produced version has just completely changed my way of thinking about Harry Potter. Like, it's just incredible. I mean, this is so exciting for Harry Potter fans. We have these like new audiobooks. We've got the new TV series coming. Apparently Harry Potter is about to be in Fortnite. Like, the brand is as relevant as ever, despite a lot of things working against it. I have so many thoughts on the Audible audiobook of Philosopher's Stone, and I cannot wait to nerd out in this video and share it all with you. So let's start. What's up, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more content like this. Let's do it. Okay, so as I said at the top, I am a big fan of the Stephen Fry audiobooks. Listen to them all the time. And to be honest, I still will listen to them. I don't see these new audiobooks as a replacement for the Stephen Fry ones. I see them as a different listening experience entirely. And so far, I've just been listening to it while I'm out on a walk or in the car on the way to work. And it is so amazing re-experiencing this world. I should say as well, I did receive a review copy of Philosopher's Stone from Amazon Audible. So thanks to them for providing it. And let me get into like my general thoughts so far. I haven't finished the first book. I am up to the Mirror of Erised chapter, which is sort of maybe 3/4 of the way through. So the first thing you notice is, I guess for the first time, there's a female narrator, and that is really, really good. It really offers a new kind of take on it, especially after Stephen Fry and Jim Dale have held the reins for so long. And it's not an audiobook just like reading through. Like, again, it's fully cast. There are cast members for every single character, and there's also like soundscaping and sound design, sound effects, and all this production music that comes in that really elevates the story. I mean, I gotta say it's like listening to a movie. It is really like listening to the movies, but like with everything from the books, which I guess is kind of what the TV show is going to do. I think the sound design is super impressive. At times, I do think it's a little bit too loud, especially if I'm not listening in headphones, but I'm willing to turn a blind eye to that because I really do think the cast is pretty spot on for the most part. I mean, I was absolutely dumbfounded when I heard whoever is voicing Hagrid, like, they are a spitting image or a spitting sound of Robbie Coltrane. Like, it feels like it's Robbie Coltrane saying the lines. And of course, some of the lines are exactly the same as the movie, and it is spot on. McGonagall as well feels straight out of the movies, straight Maggie Smith style. Dumbledore's a little bit different, but Hugh Laurie is such a great get, and I'm enjoying his take on the character so far. I mean, Dumbledore isn't a massive character in the first book. He shows up kind of at the start and then more at the end, but you know, I'm really excited to be setting the foundations for a lot of these characters. I also think the Golden Trio are perfect. Like, I really think that the kid voicing Harry Potter feels a lot like Harry. Like, it is exactly how I imagine Harry. And then of course you have Arabella Stanton, who is the new Hermione in the TV series, voicing Hermione in the first 3 audiobooks. And wow, like, I really still can't believe how perfectly they have captured this character. Like, she feels amazing, and I'm really excited to see her work on screen in the show as well. A few of the characters that I'm not sold on yet or don't particularly like, I will say, I hate Malfoy, and maybe you're supposed to hate him, but like, what I don't like about it is I think the voice actor has gone a little bit too far on the smug side. Like, every single line Malfoy says, he has like this annoying laugh after where he goes like, that was my best impression of it, but it's like, it's really cringe. I don't like it at all, but perhaps that like the character is supposed to annoy you, but it kind of just sounds like a misdirection from like the voice coordinator. Like, it feels like they haven't been like, hey, maybe you don't have to laugh after every single line, but I could be wrong. Maybe people like that. I also don't yet think that Snape has quite sold for me. I mean, again, this is the thing with Paparazzi playing Snape in the TV series, right? Like, I've made videos on YouTube talking about how I think the reason they've gone with Paparazzi is because Alan Rickman's Snape is so iconic and so like perfect to the character that it would be almost a sin to try and just replicate that. So they've gone in a completely different direction, like race swapping the character, which I know people are upset about. I personally don't really mind at all. I think it's exciting. This voice actor for Snape, again, so far hasn't captured me, but I think it's because I am comparing it to what I'm expecting him to sound like through Alan Rickman. It's throwing me off a bit. It's definitely very different to the movie Snape. Hey guys, a super quick interruption just to let you know that most people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. If you want to see videos like this and other 2000s, 90s, millennial and Gen Z pop culture and nerd culture, I'm covering it all here multiple times a week, and it would mean the world to me if you could hit that subscribe button and check out some of my other stuff. That would absolutely be awesome. So yeah, please consider it, and back to the video. Neville and Seamus's voices are like spot on. I mean, Neville really just sounds like Matthew Lewis as a kid. It's actually pretty uncanny. And then Seamus, of course, has a little bit of a different voice, but casted with that Irish twang, which is great. And what I think is cool is there are so many lines in the books that weren't in the movie, so we get to hear things that we've never really heard before. I mean, the start with the Dursleys was great. The Dudley voice actor was incredible at being like this really spoiled brat kid. I thought he was great, and I thought Vernon and Petunia were great as well. One thing that does rub me a little bit the wrong way, and I realize this might be controversial, but they now pronounce Voldemort as Voldemort, and I understand that. I'm pretty sure when J.K. Rowling originally wrote the books, Voldemort was supposed to be a silent T. It was supposed to be Voldemort, but personally, I think the movies just kind of canonized it as Voldemort, as well as the Stephen Fry audiobooks, and I don't really like that they're trying to change it retrospectively. I mean, the Cursed Child play does the same thing. They pronounce it as Voldemort. I don't like them trying to retrospectively change the way the name is pronounced. I find that frustrating. Like, to me as an OG, like, it does feel like it's supposed to be Voldemort, so it always sounds like they're saying it wrong. And I do think that I don't see the point in changing it now. It feels silly to me that they're trying to like change it now, because of course I think it's just going to confuse people and make them not really understand the change and all of this mess that I think it creates. But it's just a decision they're going with, and I assume it will be Voldemort moving forward, but I'll probably always just say Voldemort, as that's the way I've kind of grown up with it. I know this is the easiest kind of cliche and play on words to make when it comes to Harry Potter, but it really does feel pretty magical listening through to this. Like, it's like I'm completely re-experiencing these books again, and I never thought that was possible, but how lucky are we that we get this in the audiobooks, the audio dramas, and the TV series? Like, I feel so lucky to be a fan of this franchise. It just feels like it's giving back to the fans ongoingly. One thing I do wonder with these is like how it will impact the TV series release, because I think Audible will be releasing books every 3 months or so, which means the last 2 might kind of intersect with the TV show, possibly not. And I have found it kind of confusing that they've been doing like casting announcements for the audiobooks and casting announcements for the TV series, and I think it's a really easy way for people to get very confused about what's what, especially people who aren't like me and super nerdy about stuff like this. And especially because like Arabella Stanton is in the show and the audiobooks, and I feel like people are going to get really confused really quickly about this stuff, but I mean, I'm sure that will resolve itself. It is kind of funny though to have like 2 different Harry Potters for the audiobooks in the series, 2 different Ron Weasleys, but then the Hermiones are the same between both. Like, I wonder why they didn't just get the kids from the series. I mean, maybe this was casted first a while ago before she landed the role in the series. I really don't know. But overall, this has been such an amazing experience for someone who grew up with Harry Potter. I've really loved every minute of listening to this, and I can't wait to get to the end. I can't wait to kind of relive this entire saga over the next year or so as they come out. I already can't wait for Chamber of Secrets, and I just think this is such a great gift for people like me, and probably people like you if you're watching. So I just think keep them coming. Please keep them coming. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Over to you now in the comments. What do you think of the audiobooks? Which cast members aren't landing for you? Which ones are? Are you Voldemort or Voldemort? I would love to know your thoughts on that. Why have they changed it? Please leave a comment down below. If you can't think of a comment, but you want to help me out in the algorithm anyway, just comment below Voldemort or Voldemort, and that way I know you made it to the end of the video. While I've got you, you might like this video too, talking about the new Harry Potter TV series and how Andrew Garfield might be playing Professor Lupin. But if you just want to watch all content about Harry Potter, I've got a playlist right here that you can binge right now. That's pretty much it from me. My name's Radio Mike. This has been The Inside of My Mind, and I'll catch you later.